Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
His first carry. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Hines. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And nothing doing here as this time to run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on 1 throw.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones, quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run with Hines. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for. Successfully. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mecole Hardman. A 22-yard touchdown grab. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll find Pittman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop. This deep. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now out come the Patriots. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Running right through him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Jones. He completes it to Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Colts pick it up. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Roughing the tackle, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. This is Hines. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Harris starts the drive on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up for even more big plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
They'll give this off to Taylor.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and very short, Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
59 yards.
And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Jones' throw pulled in by Woods.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jones now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
1 second, all that remains.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense and QB Mac Jones running back out.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll start the drive with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's a little happy right there. And the team turns that nice throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. In motion goes the tight end.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fisher. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now Jones, off play action. He's got his man, Thornton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Operating from the gun. Jones got his tight end. That's complete. That's Fisher. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helps. Again, it's Taylor. And some room to work. It's a gain of 34. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations during that tight coverage. You see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Touchdown! Jelani Woods, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. New England's offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now Jones on 1st down. And his throw. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that's
That's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 1st and 10, Taylor now. To about the 26 here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 10, 2:15 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Jones. And this is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jones. Fighting to stay upright. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. This is fielded at the 27. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's got some space here. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.